It wasn't on? Oh my goodness, we're late.
Hey y'all, sorry about that.
Sorry about that, guys. Oh, we're 3 minutes late. I am so sorry.
But we had a good time.
We talked a lot. Welcome to the ARTyRV channel.
I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb. And tonight is the live stream Q&A. So thank you guys
it's
so
glass
much.
night,
Welcome
Barb.
everyone. I see you all. All you guys are already chatting. Has the live stream started for everyone else? I hope you see it now, Jennifer. I am so sorry.
Yeah, we have so many buttons that we had to hit. We just missed one. And
missed
that's all
one.
it takes, just one. It's like one solder joint. Oh, you missed that solder joint and all the work's done?
Okay.
Turn your iron on. Let's fix it.
Was the did the other show, the 5 minutes, did that start?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
y'all.
the end screen was running.
Okay.
I mean, or the start up screen was running.
I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very sorry. Okay. So now,
I must have got her really nervous before we started, or she got me nervous.
We had some problems last week with our camera, and I think we're going to get a new camera. I've decided new lights, new camera, new action. No, we're going to make some improvements is what we're going to do. And thank you for being so patient.
So Barbara had some really impressive news to tell y'all, and she told you, except
You're going to tell it again?
Barbara's going to tell it again. Please,
So we've
Barb.
been really busy in the studio today because South Carolina ETV showed up. They called us last week and said, can we come in and do an interview? And yes, of course we can.
You better believe it.
So they were in here today, and they were in here for a couple hours. And that show we will share with you when they share it with us, and we'll put a link.
And then Barb's going to share a couple of other interviews with Barb and I from different people up in North Carolina. So you might be interested in just some of those interviews. I mean, take a few minutes out of your time if you want to watch them.
That's right.
So don't forget, thumbs up work for us. And you know what? We have a little bit of information for you. Those of you last week and the week prior that couldn't find the join button, you have to subscribe to our channel first. So push the subscribe button, and as soon as you subscribe to our channel, then the join button will pop up, and we'd love to have you as a member of the ARTyRV Fan Club.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out why that join button was not showing up, and that was the only thing we could figure out. So subscribe first, and then join, and then you'll be all set.
All right, and we got 2 new members this week already.
Yes, we
Barb.
did.
That's great.
So welcome, everyone, and let's give a shout-out to Sunshine Glassworks.
Yeah, let's do that, Barb. Hey, Sunshine. I want to thank Sunshine Glassworks for being our sponsor here at the ARTyRV Glass Studio channel. And remember, not just for your hand tools, copper foil, solder, all those things that you need to work with all the time. Sunshine also carries specialty stuff. So they carry all your bevels and different things like that. And check their sales, because every now and then they have some really, like right now, they have a sale on all of their Christmas tree, their bevel Christmas trees. They're like, I don't know, they're more than half off. I think they're 80% or 70% off. So if you want some beveled Christmas trees, if they still have them, be a good chance to get it. So we want to thank Sunshine again for being our sponsor of this show and for everything that they do for us, and hopefully that they do for you guys. Thank you, Sunshine.
Thank you, Sunshine. And I want to give a shout-out to Ray. He's here tonight. He's
Ray.
our moderator. Thank you, Ray. We appreciate you and keeping us all up to date with all the links and things that are going on.
Yeah, and thank you for doing that, Ray. That's quite, to me, that's impressive, and I really appreciate everything that you do. Thank you,
Ray asked if we were having technical difficulties at 7:03. So, yeah, we were. I'm sorry about that. That was my technical problem. So, yeah, thank you, Ray. Sunshine Glassworks. Yes, the link is here in the description, in the chat if you want to check them out. So, if you have a question, put it in the chat with a Q, and Ed will be happy to answer.
Yeah, we'll give it a try. But, today that interview with South Carolina ETV, Barb, that was just really a great way to spend the afternoon. And it's always exciting to have ETV come see us.
That's right. Let's see. I had a question come in that asked, where and how do I get patterns for my stained glass projects? Where is the best place?
Well, let's first we could go to our website, and we have a really good selection of pattern books available
on our
Amazon storefront. And so, but there's another way you can go there, and those are stained glass pattern books. and you're free to use them. However you build sun catchers or whatever, there's lamp books on there. But also keep in mind, a lot of times you can use coloring books. And another good source for patterns, y'all, is quilting books, right? Is it quilting that are laid out in because they're all laid out in squares, so it's very easy for you to reproduce the drawing, doing it at a scale. It's pretty interesting to do. If your pattern's a 1/2 inch equals 1 inch, you can do the same thing and to enlarge it just by changing the squares. So.
Yeah, so I would check out the Amazon books, the books we have on our Amazon store, because we kind of researched those and found the best beginner books, the best intermediate books, and the lamp book, and some other books. So that might be a good place to start, and then just go from there.
Right.
And like Ed said, quilting books, coloring books for sun catchers and those types
for that kind of thing. But if you're looking for true stained glass patterns, those books are on our storefront page, on our Amazon page, and they are available. And the thing about it is they're not really expensive, and you can work right out of the books if you choose to. So just be careful enlarging stuff.
Yeah, or go to your local glass store and go in and look at their books. I'm sure they have a supply of books, and they can order you a book. They will know what the best books for your particular project is.
And we also have patterns that you can download on our page that are very simple, easy to learn. But what the patterns do that are on our website that we've designed, they teach you how to cut glass more than anything.
Well, they accompany the videos that are on.
Yeah, that's right. They accompany the videos.
They're hand in hand.
Right. So you can download the pattern and then go watch the video and learn how to cut that pattern correctly.
Oh, Ed, we have one more space in the make and take class for June.
Oh,
so
okay.
if anybody wants that make and take class, it's $99. It's June 17th.
Yes, Father's Day weekend. Yeah, Father's Day weekend.
So I only have one space left, so if you want to take it, you're local. Thank you, Texas Tom.
Yeah, it's a make and take, rocking and rolling.
Yeah,
and it should be a fun day
in the studio. It's just a fun day. It's 4 hours?
4 hours, 10 to 2.
4 hours. Bring your lunch. I'll have snacks and things like that. Texas Tom, you're the man.
Thank you, Texas Tom.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so Barb, if anybody turned in any questions lately, we can take a look and see what's going on.
Yeah, let me look. Let's see how far down I am here, because I've been blabbing away. I think I'm okay. Mark says, Mark has
Mark
a
Mason.
question.
Hey, Mark, how you doing tonight, man?
Does the glass leaning against the wall happen to be glass you wanted to donate to him just because?
You know what? I'll save the cutoffs for you. That's the glass I shared with y'all last week.
We have a half of one.
I do. I have a half a sheet of this. Are you looking for some of that?
Oh, this leaning against this? You talking about that?
This glass here, the red glass.
Cutoffs.
The cutoff. Yeah, I can save you the cutoffs. That's going in the Merle's Inlet job. It's going in the Merle's Inlet project. That'll be on window number.
He'll have to figure out how much 7, he needs. How much he needs.
Yeah, I have another sheet of it. So if I just use the one, you know what? I'll let you know, Mark. But it's beautiful glass. I shared it with everyone last week. So.
Ed Foreman.
Okay.
Question. Any tips for designing word and number into a pattern? What is the best way to draw the letters, freehand or software?
Ed, software is going to roll on that one. But I will tell you this. Ed Sibbett Jr. has a book on our website, on our Amazon page, that's letters and numbers. My friend, get the book, and it's full of everything in there is 4 inches tall.
It has every font.
But it also not only does it have the fonts, but it explains to you in there how to move the letters across the window and make them correct and make them look nice.
How to space them
and how to cut them.
Does it tell you how to make them smaller? Bigger?
Well, no, but it explains to you
the correct size for the distance and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it explains a lot of things to you. It explains how easy numbers are read from the road as far as like for your address and stuff and what size they should be. It's really a good book, Ed. Check it out. So.
Yeah.
And it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, there's software out there. Unless you're doing logo, then you may have to do, definitely software, because sometimes those logo letters are hand.
Well, the fonts, yeah.
Yeah, the fonts are hand done. You may not find that in software.
Right. So you may have to hand do that particular font if you're doing it in a logo. So.
Okay.
It's all, and Ed, when you're doing numbers and letters, you want those really intricate cuts are really important because they make your work look impressive when you're doing letters and numbers. So, just a bunch of lines connecting everything together works okay, but take a little more time and eliminate some of the lines and increase the intricate cuts to make the work look more intricate.
I'm just looking through here for some questions here, and I see. Can you repeat that name for the letters and numbers book?
Sure. It's Ed Sibbett, Sibbett, Jr. And some of his books are really wild, but this one is really good.
Yeah, it's on our Amazon store, and the link to our Amazon store with the books little bookstore is in the description of the
Books and Patterns or something. Is that what it's under?
I
don't know, but please go to our Amazon store and search it.
Yeah, Books and Patterns, but I mean the link.
Oh, okay.
Is in the live stream description.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
So Miss Mary ate dinner before we came to the store.
I think she's sleeping.
And she's sleeping. Had we not fed her, you would definitely know that she's here. She had a great time with the interview people today, too, from South Carolina.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, she had a great time today.
I don't know what that is. Texas
and by the way,
Ray,
Ray,
you can't post links on the chat.
Yeah,
sorry.
We did.
I'm sorry.
We did.
I don't know.
We did batten down the hatches this weekend, Ray. Thanks for warning us, but I think you guys got it worse than we did.
Yeah, the weather was pretty bad, wasn't it? I hope everyone got through that okay, because it was pretty bad. Okay, another question came in. How do I clean and polish the sun catcher? Do I need to polish it? Was the real question.
Well, after you go through all the trouble to clean all the patina, wash it and use the baking soda to neutralize everything, clean it, patina it. Yeah, you want to go ahead and wax it to finish it up and then hang it. So you can use it, and actually one of our viewers had a great idea, and it does work really well, which is use lemon pledge to wax, furniture polish to wax your sun catchers. It's pretty simple, and it does work, and it's so easy, and it's ready available. So
okay,
I think that's a good idea. But yeah, you definitely want to, after you clean your sun catcher, just to finish it, because polishing is part of the finishing process, so go ahead and finish it correctly.
Thank you, Ray. Ray put the link there for you for the books.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray. Okay, so do we have any more questions?
Oh, I hope so.
So Texas Tom apparently has some tools that he got. I'm not sure what he has there. A package, some used tools or things. So if you know Texas Tom,
send him a message.
Send him a
hook
message.
Up with
you
him.
should be able to send him a message right here. Go to his page. Y'all chat together. Go to a private chat. Get each other's email.
So
Don't send it to me.
Yeah, so it sounds like he's
got
got
a
some
lot
tools.
of emails.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got some tools he wants to get rid of, beginner tools.
Yeah, y'all connect. Do a private chat. I think you can do that. Can't they do a private chat?
They should be able to.
They should be able to, yeah. So that'd be good. So you can connect to each other that way. But be careful on, connecting with each other on the private chats and all that good stuff. Okay. Do we have any more questions? I had a couple questions here.
Okay, Barb, fire away, girl.
All right. I had the question. What is the best glass to purchase? No, let me do this one first. Yeah. What is the best glass to purchase for a beginner?
Plexiglass. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually the best glass for a beginner to purchase to learn how to cut glass and to get a feel for it would be just clear window glass. And we talk about that all the time, guys. But then, you know what? Here's the thing, is when you move from window glass, so not to have so much frustration, the next best glass to go to is Spectrum / Oceanside. Now, a lot of your suppliers in the country, because Spectrum hasn't been gone that long, will still carry Spectrum glass. And I brought a piece of it just to show you about how simple Spectrum glass really was. Everything Spectrum glass, and I can show this right here on the big camera.
Yeah.
Spectrum glass was a color with white and streaking. That was it. Basically, and they made the orange. You could get that. Then they made the white streaky. This particular orange is a Spectrum 379.1, and the 0.1 meaning the density of it. Okay, so this has the density of a LL in the Kokomo world. Okay, so it has a lot of clear in it. But so the person that asked that question, so you start out learning how to cut with window glass, and then when you're ready to go to colored glass, go to the Spectrum or the Oceanside. Now, Oceanside only makes fusible glass. It's a little more expensive than what Spectrum used to sell. But that glass is really easy to cut. So don't let the price scare you, because the price of the cost of the glass far outweighs the frustration when learning how to cut other people's glass.
So Oceanside is more expensive?
Yeah, because all they make is System 96 now.
Oh.
All Oceanside makes is fusible glass. It's a little more expensive, but it's very pretty. And, Spectrum used to make the System 96, and then they just made their sheet glass. So you're going to be able to find Spectrum sheet glass in the country at a supplier near you, I'm sure, because they haven't been gone that long, and a lot of people stocked a lot of Spectrum. So try the window glass first. Learn how to do that using your pliers and your glass cutter, and then switch over to Spectrum glass. And I think that should suffice that question, because those glasses are really easy to work with. Those of you that have been cutting glass, not just with Ed, but cutting glass for a long time, you all know that Spectrum is a really soft glass and very forgiving glass to work with.
Yes, it is.
I hope that answered your question, Barb.
Texas Tom wanted to remind us to go to our local hardware store that cuts glass to ask for scraps. And you might be able to get it free, or your local glass shop.
Right.
You might be able to get it free.
Yeah, because you can get cutoffs. And do me a favor, y'all, please. Don't ever crawl around in the trash receptacles looking for scrap glass at the local glass company, because if they don't know you're in there, you really have a problem.
Yeah, don't get in the dumpster.
Oh, that's really bad.
Sue has a question.
Hey,
Hi,
Sue.
What do you recommend for hanging sun catchers in a window? People ask her all the time, but she usually makes larger pieces, so she wanted to know how to answer them.
Well, hanging sun catchers, they make you don't want to use fishing line, because, and I mean, you can, as long as your customer remembers that it has to be changed every year due to sunlight. And you definitely don't use the little suction cups on the window. So, but they do make a lightweight chain that holds up to 2 pounds. And Sunshine carries that. I don't have a part number for you, but Sunshine Glassworks definitely, they carry the small sun catcher hanging chain, and it holds up to 2 pounds or 3 pounds. And it's very small, but it's really pretty, and it looks good, and it fits right around your jump ring. So I hope that helps, Sue. Okay. You could just get a roll of the chain and just start, and sell 12 inches of the chain with your sun catcher.
Yeah, she has people that are asking her about
how to do it.
She makes larger projects.
Yeah,
but
okay. Well, I don't blame you. I mean, I enjoy making large projects too.
So Jen wants to know, I've been thinking about doing some fusing with my scraps. To start, I was thinking of getting a microwave kiln. Do you have any pointers or comments on this?
We do not, I say we do not, as in Barbara and I, we don't have a microwave kiln, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. Just remember that because it is a kiln and it is a fusing kiln, that all of the fusing rules apply to your glass. So, like you can't take two different types of glass and try and fuse them together without first doing a test to make sure that they're compatible. So as long as you know that your glasses are compatible, you're fine. But hey,
it's a good place to start.
Yeah, it's a good place to start.
If you really want to do it, and you can make, jewelry and
the
and
fusible, the
slide.
kiln, the microwave kilns are jewelry kilns, basically, right?
Right.
But have fun. Oh my gosh,
And then
have
they
fun.
can make those little, what do they call them? Ice.
Yeah, and you're not down for hours and hours.
The little
And
sculpture
they make the little sculpture molds that fit in your microwave kiln that you just put your scrap glass in it and fuse it. It's so much
it's a lot of fun. You'll love it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Fusing
if you're gonna
glass is fun.
get one, and then if you really like it, then you can move up. But you always have the little one on standby in case you need it for smaller things.
And on that little one, you can do a quick fire test. Boom! And as soon as it cools off, you'll know whether it's working or not.
Pauline says she uses her microwave kiln and she likes it.
There you go. Okay. That's great, Jen. So there you go. Pauline has one, Jen, and she likes it.
Victoria asked, are you supposed to tin your tip often?
You shouldn't have to tin your tip at all, Victoria, unless you're running your iron way, way too hot and the tin is burning off of it.
From time to time.
Yeah, from time to time you have to tin it, but not often. I haven't tinned my irons in a couple of years. But when I put them away, I put solder on the tip before it cools off completely.
So that would probably be considered tinning it, maybe?
I don't know if it is.
Pre-tin?
I don't know. It might be pre-tin.
Protecting it.
It's protecting it for
it.
sure.
Right.
Yeah, it's protecting it for sure. The other thing is you want to make sure that you don't clean your tip with flux. You only clean it with a damp sponge or paper towel. Damp, not wet, damp. And if you haven't taken the time to see some of the shorts or some of the videos that we have about soldering, we also explain how to keep that tip working.
10 best soldering tips.
Check out the video of the 10 best soldering tips,
And
please,
it has
Victoria.
all about your tip and
it'll
how to
help
take
you.
care of it.
It'll help you. It'll
And
help you take care
it'll
of it.
last forever if you just take care of it.
And just in case you're not using a rheostat or an iron temperature control, please go to our website and order one, because that may be some of the problem.
Julie wants to know, do you use just a regular microwave?
Yes,
Yes.
you do. And it's only minutes instead of hours. It's crazy.
After tonight's show, we have a premiere.
That's right, guys. And you know what? I want to thank everybody for watching last week's premiere.
That was fun.
Thank
I
you for
enjoyed
taking
that.
the time out of your evening and doing that for
Yeah,
us.
that was fun. So tonight is 15 minutes, just 15 minute. It'll start at 8:05. And so that'll give you a 5-minute break. But from here, you should be able to go right to that video. And it's about, what is it about? I've got two going right. It's copper foil and soldering lead.
Yeah, where we join the...
Both.
Yeah,
Doing
we're
both.
working with lead and copper foil in the same window
finishing.
and finishing. We're taking the first Merle's Inlet window to be completed and finishing it for you.
Right. We're doing the finishing process, so he'll explain that to you. And
It's so much fun, y'all.
yeah.
And we're using our putty recipe, go figure, right? So we're using our putty recipe when we go to clean these windows. And we want to make sure that, and we're showing you how to use it and how fast it dries out and how easy it is to clean up.
And this week on the shorts, we're showing all about the 4 tools you need and 4 ways to cut glass and 4 different cuts. So look at the shorts this week. They're coming out this week about 7 o'clock in the morning.
4 glass cutting tools to get you out of a bind.
Yeah, it'll get you out of a bind.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, yeah. Do y'all have a cleaning process? This is from Victoria. Video for when you're done with the pieces. Yes, that's coming out tonight.
Please
at
take 15
8:05.
minutes of your time tonight, and from 8:05 to 8:20, enjoy that video, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we clean the window, and then we put it in the window.
And finishing.
Yeah, soldering, finishing, and please,
that was timely.
It was very timely. Thank you, Victoria.
Kat St. Jane loves the putty recipe, and the putty recipe is on our
website.
On our website.
Yeah. So a lot of people like that putty recipe. It's very popular. I had no idea. I thought it was just something that somebody told me, and that everybody else knew it except me. But now I figure out it wasn't like that.
Gone are the days when you have to plaster or Paris your window.
Barbara showed me a window the other day, y'all, on...
No. From old pictures from when way back.
Yeah.
When we used to do it.
We actually paid somebody 40 hours a week to do this.
And dust was everywhere. So we're so glad we found a better way to do it.
Oh, I am too, Barb, because our employee used to say, well, I got those 5 windows done. They're cooking now. And we'd say, well, you know what? While they're cooking, why don't you go ahead and take the rest of the day off and come back when they're done cooking?
Anyway, we have a really good recipe there. And if you want to watch the video, and it'll explain how to do it.
And needless to say, they don't need to be cooked. And our employee figured out, once you get one side done, you get the other side done right away too. So.
Yeah, because you don't want to leave that putty and all that dirt on your window to dry. Because you know what you have to do? You got to clean it again. So, putty it, clean it, polish it up, be done with it, put it in the window.
Right.
And then you'll have to clean it again. But yeah.
And y'all know some of you have had problems in the past with your patina etching the edges of your glass and everything. If you will, the premiere video, we cleaned the copper foil with the baking soda. And 2 days later in the window, I still had no brown residue on the edges of my white glass. White glass now. So think about that. Anyway, make sure you use that baking soda recipe when you're cleaning your pieces. Make sure you do. It's not a recipe. It's baking soda and water.
Yeah.
But it neutralizes the acid in the flux and it cleans everything really well. So
yeah.
That's really a good thing.
Okay, so it's tonight. And Jennifer said, I bought the putty recipe, all the goodies. I'm ready to learn in the upcoming class so I can feel confident doing it at home.
Jennifer, that's right. You're coming to the lead light class.
And then, that's great. And then Kat St. Jane said she stopped doing lead until we put the recipe up. Now she loves it.
Oh, see,
I'm telling you.
That lead is it's a mess if you do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, this is a great.
It makes a lot of difference, and it does. And ladies, I want to thank you all for backing me up on my recipe. Thank you very much.
It's a good recipe.
Well, it's a good recipe, and I'm glad y'all like it, and you're backing me up on it. And
share it. Have people come and purchase it. And thank you guys so much. Yeah. So if you have a question, put it in the chat. I hope that we've got all the questions. Question number 1. This is from Ron. He's just starting out his glass cutting adventures. And he wants to know, do you recommend foil pattern shears?
Actually, Ron, the answer to that, I just taught a beginner class last weekend. We used the foil shears in the class, and everybody liked them. So there is a video, Ron, and check it out. It's called Pattern Shears versus Razor Blade Trick. Now, my razor blade trick works really well as well. But the pattern shears, if you do use the pattern shears, just remember, use the very back ½ inch of the shear, because you can cut everything. And actually, didn't we just do a short on pattern shears?
No, we didn't do a short on pattern shears.
Okay.
I don't think.
I just cut something out, I thought, the other day. Easter egg I cut out. But
it didn't make it to the video.
Didn't make it to the video.
But right. I can do a short on that.
But we do have a pattern and how to use the pattern shears. And you can go to our website and order them if you'd like on our Amazon page. But watch the video where the pattern shears versus the razor blade trick. and see which one you like. I've heard right now it's probably 70-30. The razor blade is winning. So check it out. Let me know how you feel about it, and see how it works for you. Plus you get to watch one of our older videos that is it's really good. The pattern shears versus razor blade trick.
Yeah, it's the one where he's wearing a yellow bandana and there's a big
and my hair's
orange
really
wing
long.
in the back. You won't miss it.
Yeah, you won't miss it.
Okay, so Ron also wants to know what software do we use for patterns? Rapid Resizer. Procreate. Those are the two that we use.
Those are the two programs that we use. And then we draw a lot by hand.
Yeah.
We draw a lot of we're old school. We draw a lot by
hand. We're trying to get better.
Yeah, Barbara's trying to transform me into
trying to
get into the to the 21st century here. And it's okay because I'm willing to learn. I'm getting ready to learn a drawing program starting this weekend, and I'm excited about it actually. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. 1 hour.
1 hour training program.
That's what you get.
Okay, that's all you get.
That's all I get.
Thank you for putting that out there, Ray. And Julie, thanks. Great recipe. Julie said thanks for the great recipe.
Yeah, and well, Ron, we're happy that you found us. I hope you subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, everybody, Ray's working hard tonight, so let's give him a thumbs up, everybody, for
thumbs
Ray.
Up, Ray. Thank you.
Anybody out there having a birthday this week?
And I don't think so.
That's
Are
good.
They? Anyone having a birthday?
I just thought I'd ask.
Do you feel like singing?
Okay, Julie says she likes the razor blade. So there you go. Check that out, Ron. And hopefully it's going to, you'll decide which one you want. Make sure you come back and let us know because, it's just a big talk and it's a new thing for people to enjoy and a great way to cut your patterns out. I think much faster myself. So
yeah.
But it's funny because the ladies in the beginner class wasn't nothing to do with the razor blades.
Oh, okay.
So, wow, Ray, thank you.
You just try both and see which works best for you.
That's
it's always good to have options, right?
Right. Well, sometimes your pattern shears, your 3-bladed shears may not work correctly, but that razor blade always works. So.
Okay. So, do you want to do a glass chat tonight?
We can, yeah.
Okay.
So the glass chat, we're going to talk about, what are we talking about? Glass chat. Go ahead. I think you have a question.
Well,
or a question that I looked at.
Well, we already answered the question.
Yeah, but we still need to talk about it because I think...
The best glass to choose for a beginner.
Yeah, it is. I think it is.
Okay, it's Spectrum. Not Spectrum. Oceanside.
Oceanside. Okay. So, but before we get to
the demo,
the glass cutting demo, couple things I want to talk about, and those things I want to talk about 4 things. I want to talk about the 4 things that really everybody who works with glass should at least have in their tool arsenal. Okay. So.
What are the best tools?
Yeah. What are the best tools for you to have? It's got a number 1 on it. What are the best tools for you to have? It's okay. It's good. It's all good. Hey, hold on a second. Come here. There we go.
I'm losing my mind, y'all.
So it's all good. So we had this question, and this is what tuned us into tonight's glass chat, everyone. So welcome to tonight's glass chat. I'm Ed, and we're going to talk about tools. Okay? So we're talking tools. So the 4 tools that you need that are imperative, and some of those tools do more than one job. But the one tool that you definitely have to have is your glass cutter. Now, not only does it score the glass, okay? Not only does it score the glass, but the back of it also can be used as a breaker or a run starter, okay? That's tool number 1. Tool number 2, one of the most important tools in your toolbox is a square. Y'all, you can't cut a straight line without a square, period. You can't do it. It's the hardest line. It's the hardest cut to make in glass cutting without an aid, and that is the square. So the straight line's really hard. Your next tool that we're going to talk about, and these are y'all that are just beginning, these are the 4 basic tools. Now we have a toolkit on our website, on our Amazon page. No, it's actually on our website because we stock everything here and it's free shipping. So if you're looking for a beginner toolkit, we've got them. No shipping to you because you are a member of our ARTyRV viewership. So these are our grousing pliers. We have a bottom jaw that's curved like this, and we have a top jaw that's straight.
Do you want me to put the other camera and you can lay it?
We could try it. Let's lay that and I'll try it on the... Let's try the close-up. Okay. So I'm going to lay these right here. This looks good. So you see, hang on, I'll flip them over. So the curved jaw always goes on the bottom. The flat jaw goes on the top. Now these pliers, not only are they used down, but they're also used up and away because this jaw does what they call grouses the glass, or it grinds the glass and removes glass by using these jaws.
The curved?
The curved jaw. And it also works going down. So
I'll put this back up.
So we'll just have a little, you can kind of hear it. And that'll just make that little curve right there. It's very simple. It's very graduated. But that's what those pliers are for. And then we have our running pliers, everybody. These are our mini runners. We sell these like hotcakes because everybody has the 8-inch ones and they're metal and they're okay. They're good for beginners and they're good in the beginner kits. But as you develop your technique, these little 6.5-inch running pliers by Leponet that we inventory here, and they do have free shipping, by the way. You're going to love these. So anyway, these are your 4 tools, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to work with glass right here.
So I had a couple suggestions, and one of them is we should have put out was Band-Aids.
Well, that would be number 5. Band-Aids are not optional for sure.
Band-Aids are not optional.
And duct tape is not optional. Duct tape should be sitting on your bench or in the front seat of your truck or in the cubby hole behind in the toolbox. It should be there all the time. Yeah. Duct tape, yeah.
Yep.
So, Barb, I hope that this will help people because if you're not sure if you even like doing stained glass, purchasing these 4 tools will cost you about $80, and then you're really not out that much.
And you can use them. Around the house. Because, who knows? You might need to cut a little piece of window glass for your garage door or something like that.
Yeah.
Then you pull out your toolkit. Even if you're not doing stained glass, these tools.
Yeah, these squares and
nice to have around the house.
Our beginner glass kit comes with a square. Our beginner glass kit comes with the pattern shears. It comes with everything you need to get rocking.
Yeah. But our shorts this week are all about these tools and how to use them. These 4 tools.
Check out our shorts. Go ahead and check them out. Watch them. And you can even cut glass to our videos because we explain it so well to you that you can actually play along with the video. Or cut along. You can cut along with the videos.
There you go.
That's right. Okay. Well, this is exciting. Do we have any more questions, Barb?
Do we have any more questions? I was looking, and that's funny you said Band-Aids because the video that's coming out tomorrow morning, one of the hashtags in the short is Band-Aids.
It sure is. Who said Band-Aids anyway?
Magali.
Hey, Magali.
And Texas Tom says duct tape.
Duct tape, yeah. See, Texas Tom and I, we go for the big cuts.
If duct tape doesn't stop the bleeding, it's time for stitches.
Take your belt off.
Time for stitches.
That's right. Oh. Yeah, if the duct tape doesn't stop it, take your belt off, stop it, and go get some stitches.
Yeah, hopefully we'll never have to do that, but it's been done.
Only once.
Any glass tonight? Any glass you want to share tonight, Mr. Street?
Well, we were
talking about Oceanside.
We were talking about Oceanside and Spectrum, and we were talking about our new viewer who is just getting started and didn't want to waste a bunch of money on glass that she doesn't even know how to cut yet. So our thing tonight was to explain to her.
You want to show that again?
Yeah,
I think Magali was here for that.
Yeah, I think Magali was here for that. So, but Oceanside and Spectrum are kind of one and the same. They probably still use the same recipes, except Oceanside now makes all of their glass it's all fusible. It's all fusing compatible. System 96 all the way through. So if you like this 379 1S, they have it in Oceanside, but it's just fusing compatible. It's System 96. But what I'm trying to get to, I think, is with this our new viewer that's getting started out, kind of like Ron. You're just getting started out, and there's sunglasses out there, y'all, that will make you throw your cutter across the room.
They're pretty to look at.
They look good, but they don't cut worth a hoot until you get it. Not for a beginner. So, what I'd like to do is tonight is I want to show our viewer a piece of Spectrum glass and how soft it is. But I also went to the back before the show, Barb, and I got a piece of window glass.
Okay.
And I wanted to show everybody, and not just the beginners out there, everybody, not everybody knew how to cut glass when they started cutting glass. And I can tell you, 43 years ago, I sure as fire did not know how to cut glass. I took glass for granted, just like most people do. You see it in the storefronts, it's in your house, it's in your car, it's in the train, it's in the bus. What do? You take it for granted. It's always there. It's always there.
Okay.
So, but let me show you. This is our square. We're going to go to our close-up camera, Barb, please. So we're going to go to our square. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do for you is I'm going to try and cut a straight line. Here we go. You ready? Okay, well that didn't work. It's not straight. It's very difficult to do, but so this allows me to show you what this square does. Watch this. Okay, can you see the difference? Mm-hmm. Okay, you see where it's crooked right there and everything? Our square, and this is window glass, so listen to your cutter. Same amount of pressure, start to finish. Here we go. And I'm coming off of the glass, but I'm hitting plywood, so I'm okay. It's when you have something other than plywood that you have a problem. So these are our running pliers. Now our running pliers have this little line on top of the rubber handle. And if I turn that upside down, I can squeeze this until the blood comes out of my fingertips and it won't break. But that's because I got my pliers upside down. Duh. Here we go. Guess what? The glass breaks from the opposite side of the score. Your running pliers, one jaw is concave, which is the top, and the other jaw is convex, which is the bottom that fits in it and allows it to do this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what causes your glass to break. Now, when we score the glass, all we're doing is separating the molecules on the surface of the glass, and the score or the run follows the separation. And when you're cutting a glass line, you pull for a straight line. Let's do that. And when we make a pattern, okay? When we make a pattern, we push the glass cutter. By pushing the glass cutter, you see everything out here in front of you. So if I was, can you imagine trying to cut a pattern like this with all of this in my way? Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare. I'd have to go take a nap because I'd be so tired from the stress. So these are our running pliers on a curve. We heard the pop. We see the run. It's right here. Let's go to the other end. So now we have a run that goes to here, and we have a run that goes to here. We're going to take our grousing pliers and drop in directly behind the run on this end. We're going to pull down and away. Down and away. And that gives us exactly what we're looking for, which is a score that a run will follow without any mistakes. So we've cut our window glass. Wow, Barb. This even has the part number on it. That's crazy. So this is a Spectrum 838.72. This is a beautiful steel blue, absolutely gorgeous glass. But I want you to just listen to how nice this glass cuts. And this is Spectrum. Just like that. Now, you didn't hear my cutter. Why? We all know the answer to that. Because the colors are stacked in this. This is 2 different shades of blue and a white. And it's very, very dense. So here we go. I'm going to try this. Let's sweep this out of the way. We're going to try and do this. And you hear it's soft and then it's hard, it's soft, it's hard. But anyway, let's see. Again, Spectrum glass, y'all, is so nice to work with. And if you're just starting out, get some Oceanside or some Spectrum and use those colors in your existing work, and then become more proficient at cutting the glass, and then move on to other manufacturers. So y'all, I'm Ed for Glass Chat and Glass Demo, and I hope that helped everybody, not just the beginners.
I put it back on the main. Thank you,
I'm
Ed.
back
That
over
was
here.
great. That was great. We really enjoyed that. I had a couple more questions come in while you
Oh,
were
that was
doing the
good. I
demo.
was
That
hoping that we
perfect.
could do that.
Okay, so Richard wants to know, how do you adjust the thumb screw on the running pliers? You want me to put
Richard,
it on the close up? You
Well,
can just talk about it, or close up?
well, here, Richard, this thumb screw on here, because you're only working with 1/8 inch glass. If you adjust it any at all, so the jaws are open, they won't run your glass out. Okay, the score. They won't run the score out. So what I found is I take, and I have this set here because these pliers, they come with a screw in the top of them. But I prefer, because I have 2 different types of running pliers, I prefer really to take the adjustment screw out, because you're going to find yourself trying to run a run and it's not going to work, and then you're going to say, what in the world? And you're going to look at your pliers, and your jaw is going to be open that much because this screw has worked its way down. Let me show you. Okay, so running 1/8 inch glass, the jaw should be completely closed, okay? As you do this, that jaw opens. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. I'll show you exactly how it, well, let's use the window glass because they're both 1/8 of an inch, Ron. And I just want to give this a score, and we're going to try and break it. Okay, so I just...
Okay.
See, I got the score open too much. Look how floppy the glass is. So here we go. Let's back it out a little bit. Still not working. Let's back it out a little bit more. There we go. Okay.
So maybe tuning your touch.
It's tuning your touch, and I will tell you this, Ron. The further you use your running pliers on the back of the handle, the further they'll run out. Okay, but you're not going to get more than about 16 inches out of a 6.5 inch pair of running pliers that are designed just for art glass. It's all they're designed for, and that's all you can get out of them. But they will start the run. Let's do this real quick, Barb. They will start the run, okay? They'll start the run just a little, tiny little bit. You can get it. See, still had them almost closed all the way. But the whole idea is they'll start the run, and then you'll be able to take the rest of it, like in one of our shorts. You'll be able to start the run and then go and finish it because you've got way too much out there to run off. So
okay, thank you, Ed. That was a good.
Yeah, I hope that
demo.
explains everything because glasses. There are so many little tricks and what you gotta but if you'll practice, and that's really the only way that you learn how to successfully become very proficient at cutting glass is practice.
Hi, Scott. Scott's here.
Hey, Scott.
Hi, everyone.
Hugs,
Good
my
to
friend.
see everyone. Oh, had another question. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm getting them in order here. Does the grinder send a lot of glass shards around the room, or does the sponge take care of most?
The sponge is going to take care of a lot of them, but what I did is I took and, of course, I had some scrap plexiglass, and I put like a little thing around me. But we have several viewers that actually have taken rubber or plastic tubs and cut an opening in the front, and they put their grinders in there, and everything that comes out of that grinder goes on the wall of that tub rather than in the room. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Texas Tom has his set up like that. He told us, but just some there. And if you're using and you're getting a lot of shards, the bit that you're using is 2 cores, because when you're grinding, you shouldn't be chipping the glass, right?
Right. There should be no glass shards. All it should be is glass dust. And if you have enough water
right
in your grinder,
and the sponge is up high enough,
yeah,
right.
You shouldn't have any of that. What you're going to have is water spatter. But if you're having glass shards, should not be an issue. You should not be having that at all. Glass shards.
Right.
Not if you got water, enough
And a
water
sponge.
and a sponge.
Yeah, and you're using a medium or fine bit. You're not using what they call a speed bit. A speed bit will throw stuff everywhere because it's just really ogging it down. I mean, it's just taking the glass away. So.
Okay, Pauline wanted to know what glass would be better to use in the microwave.
If you have access to it, this is what I've found. Okay, with System 96, you're limited to Oceanside, and I'm not sure if it's your Burroughs or not, but if you'll go with a bullseye or because a 90 coefficiency, Wismac makes a 90 coefficiency, Burroughs makes a 90 COE. You have a little bit more variety and you have a lot more textures to fool with. And then if you go with 96, just my thing about it is don't either bring one or the other in the studio. Don't bring them both. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I agree.
You
Don't
agree?
bring both, right.
One or the other.
Decide on a manufacturer, I would say, and stick with that. And I think Bullseye has the largest palette of color.
Vivid
colors. And they have I think the prettiest fusible glass as far as transparency. They have a huge selection. And they have nice training videos on their website. And patterns. You can get patterns. So, Bullseye is a nice connection.
And they're just in Portland, Oregon. I mean,
it cuts nice. Jennifer
right.
said it cuts nice.
Yeah,
too.
Bullseye is so sweet.
Yeah, it's a beautiful glass.
Yeah, it's beautiful glass. The fish sculpture there is made out of all Bullseye glass. And the thing about Bullseye glass, well, any other fusible glass too, you can make your own frit, and we have a frit maker on our website. So, if you're interested in crushing your own frit out of the tested compatible glasses, that's the way to do it too. So, and guess who just arrived in the room? Miss Mary.
But she's not cooperating.
There she comes.
I do have a couple more questions.
Here she comes.
Oh, here she comes.
Hey,
Steve
girl.
wants to know, how good do you have to be to sell your art?
Well, that would.
You'll know when you're ready.
You'll know when you're ready. I think your customers will let you know when you're ready. Actually.
When your friends start asking you to make stuff for free,
then you know you're
then
good.
you start charging.
There she is, girl.
There she is, right
There's
there.
Miss Mary, everybody.
Because if it's good enough for your friends to give to
Oh.
their family, it's good enough to charge for.
That's right.
Right?
Her nose
There
is
she
cold
is.
and wet tonight. Her nose is cold. I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter weekend.
And
I know it's a little late, but
I know,
gosh.
and there was one more question about cleaning. Baking soda, yes.
Baking soda and water. Not a paste, just baking soda and water.
And so, happy birthday to everybody that had birthdays
Who
out
had
there.
birthdays? Anybody?
Somebody had a birthday.
Who had a birthday?
I don't know who it was. Okay. Mark Mason had a question. Mark, I don't know if we have enough time. If your only options were plexiglass or Lexan, which would you go for an outside protective covering if properly vented?
Lexan polycarbonate.
Yes, Lexan definitely.
And if you can, if your customer can afford the UV inhibitor in it, do that because you will get 10 years out of it. And the acrylic or plexiglass, when it breaks, it breaks. Polycarbonate, you're in for the long haul. So use that.
Arthur Costa, greetings from Brazil. He's starting the art of stained glass. They only have a few colors there. He's trying to be creative. See if you can get your hands on some glass paints.
Yeah, try the glass paints or crushed enamels, and I'm sure you have access or can get access to a kiln, and that way that'll give you more colors to work with.
And then you can work with clear, and make your color, mix your colors.
Yeah.
So, good luck on that. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for tuning in. We
Yes,
appreciate it.
that's
Please tune in
awesome.
often.
Let's see. Do you recommend bullseye for cutting a hole in glass?
Any glass you can cut a hole in. It just the whole key to drilling a hole, which of course watch the video on how we show you how to drill holes in the fish. 2 minutes out of your life, watch our video, the fish video, and we're drilling holes in the fish, and that's bullseye, and we're only drilling 1/8 of an inch hole. So check it out. But it doesn't matter the diameter of the hole; the same rules apply.
And we have to go to the next video. The premiere's coming up.
It is. Hey, guess what, y'all? You got 5 minutes. Go check the time. Grab your popcorn. Run down the hall. And we will see you all
at the premiere
in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you guys for checking in.
Thank you. We love you. And
Write your questions down this week and bring them with you next week.
Please do it.
We'll be ready for them, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week at 7 p.m., y'all. I'm Ed.